So I thought I'd do a little bit here. We're not the unpopular topic, but that's alright. Growing up, I was always a pretty sensitive little kid. Really cared about people's feelings. Really kind. I used to stop with a dead animal on the road and I'd stop and sing a little song, have a little funeral for it. Because I was that feeling. So, I didn't find out over the years. A lot of people aren't nice, and I actually go so far as to like play games to mess with me and stuff, which I didn't know people did because I didn't do that, so didn't know it wasn't where it was going on, but it took me a lot of years to actually understand. But some people will intentionally wind you up. It's called reactive abuse. It can be anybody. It can be any human, spouse, somebody, a stranger. A lot of times it's somebody that you know because they work on learning what bothers you, what upsets you, what triggers you. And I do those things to you so that you can have a big reaction. A lot of times what they want with your reaction is to show other people, be like, look, this person's crazy. Look at her go off like that. Look at what she said to me. Oh, it's terrible. I didn't believe she would say something so terrible to me. And it's like, the real deal is, that person's gone to great lengths. That person to do that, look like that. I've studied them and worked at it. Very diabolical sort of behavior. And then they'll be out here saying, well, no, she got something mad, she did this. Why did I do that? Have you ever seen me react like that to anyone before? Have you ever seen me treat somebody badly? Or have you ever heard me say bad things? These same people also saying where they tell other people lies about them. Especially if I think that their tactics aren't working. I'm like, okay, well, I gotta come up with something a little bit hardcore here. I'm gonna get the people to hate her. Say this and say that. I mean, none of it's true. It's funny, I used to be the person who defended myself. I used to actually work at this place and they'd ask me something and I'd be like, and I'd be like, why are you being so defensive? What are you doing wrong? I would be like, why are you so defensive? So defensive because I constantly had to defend myself. It's just the way my life has been. Nobody believes anything I say. It's kind of a strange thing. But I was like, she's up to no good, she's doing bad. Like somebody come up and check on me and I'm like, just waiting to go. Just sitting doing nothing, twiddling my thumbs in my truck. Trying to get paid for doing nothing. I don't really roll like that. I'm on my truck, I love accomplishing stuff. Love it. But yeah, I just don't really understand the point. I'm trying to get someone going. I've had people too, it's kind of funny, you notice a lot of it whenever you do something like quit drinking. People are upset that you quit drinking because I don't get to see you perform anymore. I don't get to see you act silly. But people, I literally tell them, like, I can't drink tequila. I've had some very bad experiences with tequila, so a long time ago said I'm not drinking that anymore. And, yeah, people try to get you to drink tequila, try to shove it in your face. Why do you want me inebriated? Same people who want you exhausted. Run you. Wake you up, do that, wake me up for that, wake you up for that, and then watch you get a good sleep. You're always a little exhausted, you're always a little bit on edge. And then they'll bring in other people to try to get the cause going, you know. Well, this girl's causing a real problem around here. We gotta team up and get her out of here. If you know what's good for you, you'll pick her. So, well, I've had it. My God, one place I had, oh my God, things they did to try to get her eyes on me. Eventually they did get her eyes on me and they really didn't like it, but up to that, go get help. Talk to somebody about it. Talk to God. Solve your stuff. Don't try to take everybody else down with you. What is the point of that? When I started reading about this, I'm like, this cannot be. This cannot be. This cannot be. And then I ended up going to a doctor and talking to her, but I'm just like, oh my God, Jamie. Had it. There was one place I worked on it. Honestly, I never found out who did it. Somebody sent a bunch of anonymous texts through an app. Threatened my family. Threatened me. Threatened them I couldn't come to my house. They had my address. My house and gang raped me and burned me to death. These are people who are like intimidated by you or for some reason bothered by you. They're trying to destroy you. Now that destroyed me. That wrecked me so bad. I was wrecked. I couldn't sleep. I was by the door with an axe all the time. Scared to death to get in the shower. Scared to death to get out of the shower. Scared to death to let my kids go to school. That was brutal. They changed me like I can't even explain to you. Never felt fear like that. Never felt fear like that. Take it seriously. The police ended up getting involved a few days in because there was actually other people who were having the same problem. Somehow they connected it through the IT stuff. Anyways, making all these threats, and then they were saying they were with this organized crime group, and the police showed up at my house one night. Lights on, of course, like television folk, bring attention to my house. So we need to see the phone and all the messages, and so like, what happened? Something happened to one of the people, and wouldn't tell me. So I said, just tell me who the other people are, so I can know what the connection is, see like how I'm connected to these people, so I can figure out what course going to come to that. And yeah, it went on for days. They're sending pictures of dead animals and some seriously messed up stuff. I was starting to hear like sort of some rumors about did they catch these guys and stuff. So I sent an email to the Popo and the guy that was in charge. So I heard you might have found some people on what's going on. He said, well, looks like the pranksters got away and we can't do anything about it. We can't catch them. I took network security. There's an IP address and a MAC address tied to everything you do on the internet. The MAC address for the device and the IP address for where the internet's coming from. So, first off, don't tell me that you couldn't track them. Second of all, prank? Are you fucking kidding me, bud? Threatening to murder children, rape women, extortion, that's what you call a prank? So with all due respect, you don't even need to answer this message because I don't want to speak to you again. Alright, so through quite a period there was dancing around people. Every time somebody came near me, I would jump. It was awful. It was really awful. So, talked to my doctor. She said, you have severe PTSD. Come on, that's for like people who go through serious shit, like war. It's a bad thing. Well, I'm telling you, traumatized you. I don't think it was that, but it was the only trauma. I think it was like probably build up a whole bunch of different traumas from my childhood and complex PTSD from being manipulated so frequently. Anyways, so she's like, you need to go see a behavioral therapist and everything. Of course, therapy's almost impossible when you work full time. Like, when am I gonna go? Can't get off work, can't. It's not convenient. So, it ended up working for me, and I'm not a pusher or anything, but mushrooms. I did some mushrooms and just did them with people that I felt really, really safe with. No worries of a bad trip or anything. And helping. I couldn't believe the difference it made. But I think with that, I mean, I don't know, maybe that's what really led me back to God. I don't know. I'm not sure what the exact thing was, but sometimes people will do fucking horror things. Absolute horror things. Sometimes you gotta step back and let God deal with it. I find it really hard never knowing who that was for 100%. Well, I think I already do, but that's crazy stuff. I'm a coward. Anonymously messages somebody. Friends or kid. You're lucky you're fucking anonymous. It's not like fucking better stay anonymous. Anonymous to me anyways, not anonymous to God. God knows exactly who the fuck's right. Sure he's dealing with you. I'm sure he's dealing with you. Because he's caught a soft spot for me. So, you think you're going to mess with my child? You can try. Oh, yes, you can. Shall not succeed. Oh, just gotta do a little honk here for one of my angels. Last place I saw him before he passed away.